Hey everybody, I'm Rutledge.
People want to have a one-stop shop. They need us for now all these different services, not just the heating and air side.
When things are going wrong, you want the company that's going to be able to get things done as fast as possible for you.
Today we're going to be in over 600 homes. What the customers can count on is we're going to send a competent person to your home with a vehicle that's stocked and prepared. We're going to do what's right.
Right now, we're waiving our $79 service fee with any Cool-Ray, Brightbox, or Mr. Plumber service.
Hi, Dirt fans. Welcome. We're back tonight here for our Cool Race Coast to Coast Racing League Hometown Heroes with A&J Custom Creations. And these guys are gearing up right now for their drivers meeting as we're going to set here for the SBGC 3D pre-race show and kind of get you caught up on a little bit about what's going on, because last week was actually a pretty exciting race and actually fairly not bad, but tonight should be pretty good here, John.
Yeah, it always is here on our Wednesday night Hometown Heroes stuff, and we've got a special treat too at the end of the night. We're just going to start our veterans kickoff. We have the Knoxville 360. That's going to be a salute to our veterans. That's going to be our charity event, this one. And we start tonight, and the guys that are going to be racing tonight in that third race, they're actually having almost like a mini series over the next week or so, and whoever wins that, the highest finishing of all those guys that don't qualify, they actually are going to get a provisional into the main event. So that's going to be going on tonight. So to me, that's really exciting. A great way to salute the folks that have protected our way of life, and I'm proud to be a part of that. But then our other two series, our 305s, our 360s, we're getting down to it, Joe, and the guys are starting to point watch, and it's tightening up, and now it's go time, I guess, the old verbiage goes.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And like you said, I mean, as far as the points, I mean, we've got our iRacing League Manager, and folks, I tell you what, if you run a league, own a league, do anything with a league, check out those guys at iRacingLeagueManager.com, and they bring up the points right fast for our hometown heroes here in the 305. Randy Shreves took over the top spot from Nick Vickery. Remember, Nick was out last week, but he's going to see if he can't fire it back on all eight, get back up there to the top. Brian Moore Sr. there in third, Trent Restraighten in fourth, and Blake Chapman in fifth. And with that said, like you was talking about, close battle amongst all those guys, especially the top two, and only a couple more weeks left here. I mean, what about 3-4 more weeks or so, and we're going to crown another champ. And Vic's fast. I mean, that guy, man, he seems like he's owning the 305s.
Well, that guy here lately, it seems like he's owned everything he's climbed into. So, yeah, and he is a past champion. So, I mean, he's been here before, done it before, proved he can get it done at the end of the season. So, he's no stranger to this situation here. So, it'll be interesting, if that gives him an advantage, as we draw closer to the end of the season, knowing that he's been through it and he's won. So, that kind of takes the pressure off a little bit for him. These other guys that are chasing him, he's not the point leader right now, but the guys that are trying to dethrone him, that's a little added pressure for him.
Oh, yeah, definitely. So, going to gear it up here soon, get ready for our Pit Stop Podcast qualifying. I hope everybody's enjoying it. We got our A&J Custom Creations Hometown Heroes. Looks like we're going to swing it on over here to Pit Stop Podcast qualifying here tonight. If you're not checked out the Pit Stop Podcast, check those guys out there on the Coast to Coast Racing Network on YouTube every week. That's got Preston Cranmer and Roger Craig. They bring about some things going on, happening in the league, and also bring on some awesome, great drivers and sponsors as qualifying's underway. Now, are you going to participate in 305s here?
No, I'm not.
All right. Well, I'll tell you what then. Folks, I'm going to hand it over here to John. He's going to run around the track here a little bit. Let us know what some of the areas that might be a little bit different for these guys tonight, and some technical things about these 305s for us.
Yeah, first of all, I'm a little under the weather here, and I feel like I might have an ear infection because my equilibrium's a little off. And let me tell you, parking up here at the top of the Pinky with the car sideways.
And you're on VR?
Yeah, I'm in VR.
Wow.
So, yeah, there's a good reason I'm not racing tonight. I think that I probably would blow chunks all over my steering wheel and my rig, and that'd be a bad deal. But now the guys that are racing tonight, this is a fun track, especially for these 305s, because first of all, it's hammered down. I've said it many times. This is Talladega on dirt for these cars. Guys can run all the way up here. They can run all the way down here. And all lanes by the end of the night are going to be viable. But let's start, early on here. The heat races, look for guys to fight to be down here at the bottom of the track, and maybe even a lane or so up, like up in this area here, which is almost the middle of the track. These are going to be the two faster lanes, and it'll progressively get higher the more races they run. Now, the big thing that I've seen where a lot of things are causing incidents is, when you get to this point about right here, you're entering the corner. And the big thing is here, you don't want to be looking right over the front wing here. You want to be looking into the corner to where you want to be in the corner. And you drive your car to that point. And but once you decide the lane you're going to be in, switching lanes, like, we call diamonding. That's when you get about here on the corner. And diamonding, then you'll come down as a corner exit, kind of used going down the hill to gain speed. But when you change lanes like that, if there's someone below you, contact happens. So the awareness that you got to have on this track, I think, is higher than most, just because everybody is pack racing essentially. On the other side of that, the opposite, instead of going down the track, is a slider, where you start down here and you slide up all the way across the track. Two things happen when you do that. One, you scrub speed, and the guy that might have a run, you might park in front of them and cause a wreck. Or if you're coming all the way across the track, if someone's using the middle lane, you're going to come across them too. So that awareness, like I said, is just really, really going to be key tonight.
There you go. And that's just send us off into heat race number 1 here tonight. It's going to be a good, exciting one here, as that's going to bring up the Lucas Oil Empire Super Sprints. 37 years of 360 wing sprint action from Northeast America there, U.S., actually in Canada. Had a lot of great drivers. Check them out at EmpireSupersprints.com and Facebook and Twitter. It's man out front. Bob DeGood starts on pole. Andy Patton there in second. Joe Canellis in third. Blake Chapman in fourth. Donovan Ross in fifth. Stephen Bixler there in sixth. Austin Marlatt in seventh. Roger Craig there in eighth. And Nathan Aldridge rounds out the top 9. Remember, the top 4 guys automatically go to the feature. The rest of them have to run that alphabet soup. So, see what they can get done here at Eldora tonight.
Yeah, Nate, who scheduled to start on the end of this, he's actually the admin, so he will not be in any of the races tonight.
Ah, okay.
He's like me. He's there in spirit.
That's it. There you go. Yep. All right. What we got here tonight? Look good with these 305s. And last week was really surprising, because it shocked me, because I think it was one of the first races we saw some really multi-groove style racing. I don't know what transpired on the track or what, but it really was good.
Yeah, it really was, and I think maybe it had something to do with the update, some of the aerodynamic stuff that they did to these sprint cars. But if you get a shot, Andy Patton has a real cool scheme. He's already saluting the troops there, and has got an Air Force car right there in the front row.
Oh, yeah.
Very cool paint scheme.
See it right there, nice. Like you said, it looks like one of those awesome flying machines, as these guys are getting set for green flag. Going to fly around this track there. You see Patton, he's going to hang on in the second. Already got a couple cars upside down. That's Bixler in the back. But it's 3 wide for the 4th place spot. And Canellis is going to hang on to that 4th place right now. We got, looks like Marlatt. I hope I said his last name right, there in the 5th place. Looking at outside looking in. Meanwhile, Chapman, Blake, I tell you, that guy's got a hot machine. Knows how to get it to the front. Wow.
Yeah, Blake Chapman is our current point leader over in the Renegades, which is the highest division that we have, and he's strong in these cars, and he's going to be a tough one to get around here. But we saw there briefly those three different lines that guys can take, but now they've largely kind of fallen into line here. But we do have a battle for that transfer spot there between Bob DeGood.
We do.
And Austin.
Yeah, Austin actually right now trying to move in on the back tail tank. Now he's falling in line. He's going to see if he can't get back there, maybe collect his thoughts a little bit, see what he can come up here and find a way around DeGood. A couple of weeks ago, we saw it was kind of hard to pass here, but last week kind of fooled us a little bit. And, man, these guys are passing all over the place.
Yeah, and Austin's following in his tracks, and if you're in the top 4 and you're kind of set, especially if you're in the top 3, there's no harm there. You're in the show, but Austin needs to kind of be moving around right now to try to figure out how to get around Bob. Maybe find a way where he can maybe carry a little momentum to close in on him. He did a little bit right there, going all the way to the bottom and grabbing that tag. He's closed up once again on him.
Yeah, he's going to see if he can. Here's the laps wind down. Heat race number 1. Lucas Oil Empire Super Sprints here tonight. He's got one more lap to try.
Yeah, he keeps coming across the slick as he's going. Like right there, he came across the slick, and that just kills his momentum. he needs to stay in that tack, to use that tack as a launch. Every time he hits that slick, it stalls his progress.
And DeGood's going to hang on to that fourth and final transfer spot. Chapman's out front, Patton in second, Cornelis in third. That'll pull us over here to heat race number 2 here tonight. Super Dirt Car Series, premier big block series. Folks, if you like ground pounding and earth shattering style big block sound, check out the Super Dirt Car Series. As we got Jamie McCarron out front, Jeffrey Barker starting in second, GJ Boydell in third, Lane Snook there in fourth, Chris Schaefer in fifth, Nicholas Shell in sixth, John Rayner in seventh, and Gary Taylor going to round out the 8th place. And again, those top 4 go straight to that feature.
Yeah, I expect another exciting heat race now. And you've got a little bit of slick down there in the bottom, so guys are going to have to start to venture up to that middle of the track, I think, to really be quick around here. Because as you saw earlier, if you go in low and you cross that slick, it really does stall your momentum out a little bit.
Oh, absolutely. Pace trucks pulling them around. Appreciate everybody out there. Check out the C2CRL.com for all the information here. Cool Rays Coast to Coast Racing League. Pace car is going to pull us here in Heat Race 2 tonight. So you think you're going to get your ear done for tomorrow night? I know you like those late models.
I'm hoping I feel better, but I don't know if that's what it is or not. I just know that I feel funky, almost like I've been having an out-body experience. So if I say anything really kooky here tonight, I just want everybody to know that there's a reason. So
he starts talking about weird stuff, folks. We know what's wrong with John.
Start talking about the colors on the cars or something. I don't know. Yeah. But you know, this heat race here, you know, we got Lane Snook, and you know, it's nice to see him back within the league. And then, you know, I expect him to be really quick here. I think he's one of the guys that'll start pushing that cushion up. I look for him to go pretty high here, pretty quick, and see if he can get around those guys in that front row.
Pace trucks in. Barker and company up front. Green flag flies. We're back racing. Well, it's already 2x2. See Lane back there in the 3rd place spot. He's got Boydell there in 5th. Shell outside looking in. They're 3 wide for that spot. Yeah, they are. They're Boydell on the inside, Lane there in the middle. Barker up top, and now they've kind of filtered down to 2 wide. Boy, Lane, he's all the way at the bottom. I thought he'd be elsewhere trying to get up there and get that lead. Yeah, Schaefer outside looking in. Boydell sitting there in the 4th and final transfer spot. As Schaefer right now, and if he can't get it, he is there on the outside of Boydell, trying everything he can to put a slider there. Yeah, and you know, it looks like Schaefer's getting, you know, doing what I was talking about, getting up there on that, in that tack all the way up top, and that momentum seems to be kind of inching ahead of Boydell there around the corners. Yep, here comes Schaefer, top side. So this is what we saw last week, a little multi-groove style racing, but now he had to fall back. He falls back in the line. You see Boydell right there behind him running in his tire track. Yeah, but, you know, again, you got to start searching, trying to figure out how to get that back, because, you know, you don't want to go into that B feature. You know, a lot of things can happen in that B feature. But, man, we got a battle for the lead now, too. Yeah, we do. I tell you what, Lane, he loves that low line if it's working. He definitely will stick to it. He knows that if the high line's place to be, he'll go up there. But right now, it looks like Jamie McCarron is doing some good slider lines through the corner. Yeah, he is. He's keeping that car really straight, so that's how he's doing it, going across that slick and not scrubbing too much speed. That's textbook if you're going to do it. It still cost him a little bit, because Lane, it looks like Lane's able to really crawl up on his tail tank right as they come out of the corner. Yeah, Lane's right there. White flag one more time. He going to be able to get it? Oh, he's there. Oh, yeah, slide job, but I think he lost his momentum. Yeah. Oh, that's a beautiful run to the line. McCarron, good crossover. Snook second, Barker third. Schaefer there in 4th. That was a good heat race. That brings us heat race number 3, World of Sports. Folks, I tell you what, come out, relax, laugh, and have a great time with Mike and Rod as they dive into that crazy world, an exciting world of sports, that is. Check them out as the World of Sports podcast. And I guess you can just look them up online. Didn't even tell me where you can look them up at. I guess Facebook or something like that. But we got Trent Straighten out front. Nicholas Victory back here this week. They're starting in 2nd. Brian Moore Sr. in 3rd. Randy Shreves in 4th. Mike Cranmer in 5th. Jack Clemenger in 6th. David Hamashi 7th. And folks, John's not racing this one.
It's that there in spirit thing again.
That's right. There you go. Ghost them a little bit out there. All right. And a solid one here. We saw a little bit of what we saw last week there in that last heat. A little bit of side by side. And almost a pass there at the end.
Yeah, and you want to know what's really exciting about this heat race?
What's that?
The top 4 points are the top 4 starting. You got all the point guys right here. So if there's ever a heavyweight knockout kind of heat race, we're looking at it, because right there are the 4 guys that are fighting for the championship right there up front. So, yeah, there's some bragging rights. I mean, the championship isn't going to be won or lost on this heat race, but boy, right here's a chance to throw, kind of one of those mind games at somebody else here to, get them off their game.
True. It says here, heat race number 3 here tonight. World of Sports. Who's going to knock this one out of the ballpark here?
In fact, this is one, looking at those guys up there, this is one I don't even want to commentate. I just want to go get some popcorn and sit in the stands and watch this.
Hey, sometimes that's the best way to do, just let these things, man, ground and pound, let the sound on them a little bit. So here we go, pace trucks in, green flag. Victory and Company take off. It's going to be, like he said, a heavyweight fight for that top 4. You got Senior there in the 4th place spot right now. Ooh, that was close. It was that Clevenger, man, had to cross up underneath. Now it's a battle for 4th. Oh, look, contact. Senior's in the wall. Oh. Puts Clevenger in the 4th place spot. Clevenger got a little upset right there. Remember, we talk about this week in and week out about these cars. These are open wheel style, and they're not like what maybe the big blocks, small blocks, or the late models where you can get side by side a little bit with those. These here, usually those tires don't talk too well.
Yeah, now it's a 3-way battle for the lead here. Jack Clevenger seems to be holding Mike Kramer at bay there for the 4th. So the real thing here is, a little bit of a slide job here, the crossover going down the front straightaway. That top 3, they want to beat each other.
Absolutely.
3 wide down the back.
Whew. Boy, you talk about it a lot, getting greedy on this, and these guys are definitely greedy. Don't want to knock each other out of the show, though.
No, but they're not giving each other any room, but they're still being really clean and being careful and respectful at this point. So that is, those are 3 guys that's outstanding to see that. But man, right under a blanket there.
And I tell you, victory right there out front, definitely starting where he left off. He knows last week by being out, he's got to make some points back up. Shreve's hanging on the 3rd. We're straight in there in 2nd. You got Clevenger in 4th. Everybody's kind of single file for the moment.
Yeah, and I always talk about that greed factor, but right here, from winning this heat race to finishing 2nd, even to 3rd, 3rd's going to put you bury you deep into the feature. So that's going to give your opponents that you're trying to beat for a championship a huge head start. So, as they take the checkered flag here, you don't want to give that advantage up. So that's why they were fighting so hard.
Absolutely. Good run. There's Victory's going to bring it home. Clevenger's going to hang on to that last transfer spot. And we'll see what this throws us over to. B-Main or Heat Race 4-1. iRacing is taking his time. All right. It's like B-Main.
B-Main.
That's going to bring us up Chip Banger Racing. Bang the Chip, rip that lip. Always appreciate Chip Banger Racing coming on board here for the B-Main. Austin Marlette right there. Marlette, I hope I'm saying his last name right there outside. Starting up front, TJ Boydell in 2nd, Mike Kramer in 3rd, Donovan Ross in the 4th, Nicholas Shell 5th, David Tamashi in 6th, Roger Craig 7th, Gary Taylor in 8th, Brian Moore Sr. in 9th, Stephen Bixler in 10th, John Rayner in 11th, and folks Nathan Aldridge not going to run. So, should be everybody makes it, shouldn't it?
Yeah, everybody's going to make it. And, the guy that I'm going to be interested in watching here is Brian Moore Sr. is basically in the back of this. And that's a huge advantage for those other guys running for the points. He's got to pass as many cars as he
Well,
can.
here's another thing. He has a feature EOL in the 360.
Yeah, that's not this one, though.
Oh, okay. That's
So no feature EOL in this one. He's got one the next series, but not this one. So he has to get to the front and get there fast. He's not going to have time to work guys over. He's going to have to be aggressive here to get through these, because these cars basically all run the same speed. They're hard to pass. So he is going to have to be on it from the time they drop the green. So it's going to be interesting to watch him and see if he moves forward. But these other guys, they want to win too. They've got pride on the line, and they want to start up towards the front of the feature too. This will be a good one.
Oh, no doubt, and as always is, we got some pretty good guys out here, so we'll see. And then just unfortunate there on Senior's part, and his heat race just got collected, kind of tire to tire, wheel to wheel, and don't usually work out too well in these machines.
No, that's tough too. And those two, I think, are teammates too down there in SRC. So, I mean, that's, Steven and I actually wrecked each other Monday night in the heat race. So it happens. One person might just anticipate what the other is just
turkey
total
giving
wrong,
on Thanksgiving, man.
No. Next time I'm in Kansas City, I might have to TP his house or something, but we'll get past it.
Yeah. I don't know. It might get expensive with that stuff nowadays. So here we go. Green flag. Oh, Marlette out front. And they're 3 wide already. I don't know who that went up to the track. Almost clipped the nose off there, the third place driver. Wow, 3 wide for second, third, fourth.
And contact there between Boydell and Donovan Ross there for second. Boydell pulls a little ahead there.
Got mayhem right now. Bixler, Craig back here too, battling. You just see once you're marked back there in traffic, it is so hard to come through the field. Senior just not making up any ground, but they are still battling hard about mid-pack.
Yeah, and he's probably seeing that too, thinking, man, do I want to get in there and get mixed up in that, or knowing he's in the feature, just, hey, I'm going to go to work in the feature. That's a viable thing too to do, because its track's going to get slicker. And I don't know if Brian's strength is in the slick, but if it is, he's going to be an advantage and probably be able to work his way up a little bit easier in the feature.
Well, I'll tell you, look at this, 2x2 all the way back. Top 3 are all single file. If you go back here around where Shell, Marlette, Bixler is, it's a 2x2 race back here.
Yeah.
Nobody has an advantage right now either.
No, and like I said that earlier, they really do run almost the same pace. I mean, this is pack-style racing like you see in NASCAR at the Talladega, Daytona places. And there is a little bit of draft to be had. I mentioned it last week. These cars do draft a little bit. That's why the top 3 have pulled away. When you line up like that, you go faster.
And the top 3, like you said, are lined up in a single file freight train. You see back here behind them with Bixler, Shell, and company. Shell's out front of this pack, but now it's kind of breaking up just a little bit. They were 2x2 and maybe a little bit too late to be broke up, try to run down to the top 3.
Yeah, I think laps are running down here. We got a lap and a half left. It's going to go by pretty quick here. But Boydell's looking to the inside for that lead, though.
He is looking on the inside of Cranmer. Going to see if he can't take it away. White flag one more time here for a B main tonight. He's going to be able to shoot inside of him. Oh, boy, I tell you, Ross almost looked to the high side.
Yeah, and Ross is going to go for a 2-for-1. And oh man.
Uh-oh. Are you kidding? Boydell comes across the line, sideways, upside down, flipping, and boom, the top 3 that were out there. Ross was the only one that survived on that one. Folks, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back in a word from our sponsors, but what a wild one that one was in the B main. We'll be right back here in a few.
Hey, everybody, I'm
People want to have a one-stop shop. They need us for now all these different services, not just the heating and air side.
When things are going wrong, You want the company that's going to be able to get things done as fast as possible for you.
Today, we're going to be in over 600 homes. What the customers can count on is we're going to send a competent person to your home with a vehicle that's stocked and prepared. We're going to do what's right.
Right now, we're waiving our $79 service fee with any Cool Ray, Brightbox, or Mr. Plumber service.
All right, welcome back, folks. Here we got a feature time here tonight. A&J Custom Creations, Hometown Heroes, and folks, let's grid these bad boys up here. As a man out front on pole, Blake Chapman puts it up front. Jamie McCarron starts at second. Nicholas Speaker there in third. Andy Patton in fourth. Lane Snook in fifth. Trent Verstraeten in sixth. Joe Canellis in seventh. Jeffrey Barker eighth. Randy Shreves in ninth. And Bob DeGood there in 10th. We got a slew of them here, 24 drivers. Folks, get set, get ready. I'm going to wind these guys up here tonight. Here we go. Guys are about to get loud on the track here. Get ready. A pretty good feature here. We get 23 machines here, John. And guys, right now, hopefully that multi-group comes in here.
Well, Bob DeGood, sure, or not Bob DeGood, but Brian Moore Sr. is sure hoping so. The big four, those point leaders, you got one in third, one in sixth, and one in ninth, and then Brian Moore is back there at 17th. So, they're kind of spread through the field here, but I expect them all to come to the front one way or another. So we'll be interested to see how they need that multi-groove.
Here we go. Pace truck's in. Green flag, we're racing. Feature time already. McCarran out front. Let's get this thing loud with Dylan Westbrook racing here. We already see these guys are 2x2, 3 wide. I mean, there's action all over the field.
Yeah, using different lanes. I see, you got lane on the bottom. You've got guys up on the top. So we've got that multi-groove. So we've got what we've asked for. And, man, it's a cluster from front to the back still.
Yeah, it is. That middle pack, right about 10th, 12th place spot. They're still stacked up 2x2 here. Side by side is kind of single file for the front row. Ooh, a little bit of contact. Don't know who that was. Got a little sideways. Able to hang on to it. That was a good save.
That was. It was a good job by the other drivers to not hit him as he was coming across the track and moving around. Like I said, I pointed out in the pre-race there that switching lanes, you've got to be careful when you do it.
Right back here around about the 20th spot here with Marlatt, man. See what he sees. He sees a traffic jam of 305s in front of him right now.
Yeah, rush hour on the highway, that's for sure right now. Well, we got one pulling into the pits there.
I see that, and another little contact car in the wall hard. That is
a couple cars up there.
Schaefer and Grandmer, but originally Schaefer hit the wall hard. Let's go to Malcolm Mills replay, see what happened. I think he just got in contact with another car. Another car in front of him and went kind of got a sideways. I think he might have had a check up when he did. Car behind him got into him and then just sent him barrel rolling.
And Mike Kramer's deal kind of looked like some kind of funky voodoo net code. I mean, it just I've never seen a car do what it just did with Kramer.
And it happens. It happens.
Yeah, it's
folks,
part
give me
of
one second. I need to go here and unlock the door for my wife and all. They're back from out of state. I'll be right back in 1 second.
All right, but he's away here real quick. I can kind of keep this going here a little bit, but I can tell you, early on in the race here, the drivers are really settling in here. They had their first run, so from a driver's standpoint, the big thing now to be thinking about is, okay, I know what I've got. I know where my car is comfortable. What do I need to do from here? And that, as they get ready to take green, you're sizing up the guy in front of you. By now, guys know, who's good on restarts, maybe who struggles a little. Depending on who's in front of you, depends a lot on what you're going to do when you get down to turn one. But right now, going down the back straightaway, guys got to be formulating a plan, and working it because, we're coming around here to 1 to go. And I do believe that
single file.
Yeah, single file. So you've got to have your plan in place to make up ground because when everybody's packed up like this is your best chance to pass. They're not 2 and 3 wide like what we were seeing the last couple laps of green flag. Single file. So right now, if you want to make a move on the guy in front of you, you got to do it. But you got to know who you're racing. You got to know their tendencies. And like I said, you got to make a plan. And when you go to turn one, that make it all work.
Right now, Chapman's the man out front. He gets a good jump. Andy Patton right there with the NJ Cousin Grayson himself sitting in second. Go through this field. They'll start fanning a little bit. We'll see who the first one's going to drop down low here. Looks like Lane Snook's going to try that low line.
Yeah, Lane's been down there working that. He's the only one that's been religiously working. It looks like the top is a little faster, but I'll tell you, that kid, if anybody's going to make it work, Lane's going to make it work.
Absolutely. He prefers the low line if it's working like you just said. If not, he'll go up top. He knows it's a little dangerous, but if it's fast, he's got to go up there.
Yeah, and it looks like he was starting to try to work his way up there. There he goes. So he's, I think, giving up on it for right now.
Well, Looks like we've got pretty good stuff. Boydell and everybody, 2x2.
Yeah, they're starting to get a little racy again to, that middle of that pack there. The guys are seeing guys low, and, they're making that middle. I see that middle line starting to kind of come in too over at 3 and 4.
Oh, contact. McCarron's around. Go back on the Malcolm Mills replay, see what happened to McCarron. Watching right here, he's in that black machine up top. Somebody threw a slider right into him. Well, that was a case of couldn't get stopped, kind of there.
Yeah.
The wild slider.
Yeah, that's slick. I mean, these cars don't stop on a dime, and sometimes it's really hard to bail on a move, especially when you get that big of a run. But that was Trent Verstraeten. That was one of our leaders, that caught up some other people there. So Trent, looks like Trent disconnected there. So Trent's out of the race and is going to settle for probably about a 23rd place, maybe a 22nd place finish. So that's a real tough blow as far as the points go.
Yeah, we're going to sit here to go back green. Been all Chapman out front, though. That guy's just, he's been firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, Blake has just been outstanding here of late. Like I said, he is leading the Renegades points. So, I mean, he's no slouch here, and it's not really surprising to see him up front. But, I'll tell you what, though, the guys behind him, they're good. So, this thing isn't over yet. We still have, 7 laps to go here once we go green. So there's still time to try to make your move to get to the front there and win.
Victory right now hanging on that 3rd place spot. So good points night. But you see Shreves right there. So that's going to be a tight battle, I think, here for the rest of the season.
Yeah, and Nick's thing has got to be just keep the guys that I'm battling with behind me. Every time you beat those guys, those are points to your favor. So he's got to be on a little different strategy, probably not quite as aggressive as the other guys. So Nicholas right now is in a really, really good position.
Yeah, it is. Right now, single file for the top 3, 4 or so. Go back a little further. Barker hanging on to that 6th place. Go about mid-pack here. They're starting to split it up a little bit with 2x2. That's with a Canellis, Bixler, and Craig. If y'all can hear stuff in the background, my wife came in. Actually, she's been out of state, and unfortunately, her mom passed away this past weekend. So, definitely so. That's why you hear the dogs going crazy. Probably. Look at Moore Senior back up to 12. John might. I know John's not feeling well, so he might have had to step away for a minute here.
No, I'm here. I'm here.
Okay. Figured you got quiet. That's why you had to step away. So that's why
I'm just enjoying the race for about 6 on back there, man. These guys are just going at each other. Barker
Donovan
and
Ross, Boydell. I mean, they're 3 wide, 2 wide.
Yeah, racing like this, it's easy to get distracted and forget, I'm supposed to talk every now and again.
Well, I mean, it's just good action. And like you said, sometimes just to watch it. I mean, you see Boydell right there. And Boydell's actually hit that wall a couple times. White flag's out. Meanwhile, Chapman's leading it, but watch this battle back here. See who gets it coming out of the turn. Well, actually, we'll look up here and see, because it looks like Victory's going to hang on to 3rd.
There in that group. We got one around in that group.
Yep. That was Shell. Out of the last one, it's going to be Chapman, Patton, and Victory bringing home 1, 2, 3. But that was a good battle, like you said, back there in that backpack.
You got guys still wrecking past the checkered flag over there in turn 1.
Gotta love it.
Wow.
All right, see if we can get some of these guys up here and get a word with them. All right. Rip, third place man. You want to get a word with him?
Sure.
All right. Rip old Nick Vick here.
Nicholas Vickery, this is John up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir. How are y'all?
Oh, not too bad. Well, solid night. Got a podium here, and I know after missing last week and having to give some points up, you kept most of your rivals. Blake was up there in is up there. I know won the race tonight, but he's a little further back. Your four closest guys, you beat them all tonight. Did that factor into how you drove tonight? Was it any part of your strategy just to keep them behind you, or were you trying to go for it?
Yeah. So I'm obviously after the points were posted online, I'm on them I'm trying to do my homework, figure out who I need to stay in front of, because like you said, I did give up a lot of points last week by not being here, and I knew that Randy Shreves, I knew he was close even before I missed last week, and then he actually passed me this week. And there was only like 4 or 5 points difference coming into tonight, so I knew in the heat race it was pretty critical that I try to keep him behind me and hope that he starts as far back in the pack because he's fast. I know he was going to make his way to the front, and I think he ended up finishing 5th. So, I hated how things went down with Trent. I was right behind him. To me, it looked like just a racing deal. They were going for the same exit. But hey, that's how his night ended. Even the guys in front of me, Blake and Andy, I feel like I could catch them coming off the corner, but I just couldn't get close enough to make a run for either one of them. So they definitely ran a good race and definitely had the field covered. So.
Well, all in all, though, I mean, like I said, you did what you had to do tonight. Good points night, nice podium finish. Personally, I thought you had your priorities a little out of whack going to the World Finals. I mean, of course, I'm saying that out of pure jealousy, just so you know. But congratulations. Anybody want to give a shout out here too?
Yeah, speaking of World Finals, it's definitely a lot warmer in my room than it was at World Finals. So I'll just put that out there. Yeah,
it was 80 degrees the day after you left too, from what I understand. So.
But as far as sponsors, Spartan Racing, those guys, they didn't have anybody with us tonight, but still trying to represent for the team. And then SBGC 3D Printing, if anybody there has any 3D printing needs, definitely go check him out on Facebook. VMR Wraps, if you need a wrap out there, come check us out on Facebook at VMR E-Wraps. Mirror Image Auto Spa, Preston and Roger for putting everything together, and then you guys for putting on a great show.
Well, thanks a lot. Once again, congratulations. That's Nicholas Vickery, our third place finisher for tonight.
Yeah, coming back strong, trying to see if he can't get that points. Well, this man here tonight, we got Andy Patton up here. Mr. A&J Custom Creations coming home in second.
Andy, this is John up in the booth. You got a copy?
I do, John. How are you, buddy?
I'm doing well. Good to talk to you. Good to see you up front. And, man, I'm telling you, that paint scheme you had on that car, the Air Force, you were flying tonight, man. Walk me through your night.
Dude, that thing was a jet, huh?
It sure looked like it from our standpoint.
Yeah, how about it? It felt really good. Right from, I don't know, maybe it's just a confidence builder having a nice paint like that and then actually having it show up on the broadcast and everything. It was pretty nice. I gotta do a shout out for Velocity Race Design for putting that together for me. He did an excellent job.
Well, how early on in that feature then were you like, okay, I mean, I've been in the car many times where sometimes like, okay, this is just not going to be my night. But then there's some times where, oh yeah, okay, I've got something here. How early was it in the race? Did you figure that out?
Honestly, about lap 3 when I was still going. Things got a little dicey up there right in the beginning, and I didn't get hit in the wall or put anybody in the wall. I figured, you know what, this might work out. Once things start to straighten out a little bit, about then, I knew I didn't have anything for Chapman, man. I mean, I was following in his tracks, and I couldn't catch him.
Blake tends to be pretty quick from time to time.
Oh, my goodness.
Hey, that doesn't take away from your run. You had an outstanding run, and like I said, what a cool paint scheme that you've got, and it'll be cool to see that for the Knoxville Nationals for our charity event for those veterans.
Yeah, absolutely.
So are you I forgive me for asking, are you a veteran yourself?
Yeah, I am.
Oh, so you will be in the third race then tonight too then?
Yep, I will be.
I will have to say you've got to be an early favorite then to win that thing here tonight. So
it'd be nice to think so.
Yeah. Well, hey, congratulations again on your run. Is there anybody you'd like to give a shout out to?
I just want to shout out to my company, A&J Creations. We do trophies, lights, pretty much anything you guys can come up with, we can do for you. And also again to C2C for putting on such a great league. It really is a lot of fun.
Well, they do a great job, and they have something for everybody here. So anybody that's listening and you want to, we're taking registration. You can come and join us, and come out and run with us here. So, but once again, that is Andy Patton, our third place finisher tonight, or second place. Sorry, don't want to take that spot away from you. Our second place finisher tonight.
Absolutely. Like I said, man, Mr. A&J Custom Creations himself right there, Andy Patton, coming home in a good finish. So this guy here, I'll start calling him Blazing Blake because he is fast. Blake Chapman joining the booth. Copy?
Yep, I got you.
Man, I tell you what, what's it going to take to slow you down out there, because you got a fast machine.
The car felt really good tonight, Joe. I think I found the fast line, and I was just kind of able to keep the lead from there. Just kept hitting my marks and kept pulling away.
Is that WO for wide open?
Yep, that's right.
Okay, well that's why I figured, because you were definitely wide open all night tonight.
Yeah.
I mean, you look good. I mean, you've got these 305s figured out. But what has changed in the last couple of weeks? Seems like there's some multi grooves out there.
Yeah, with more horsepower, it seems like you can make some more moves with these things, because we got a little bit more speed to them, and seems like different lines are coming in, and it's really been a lot of fun these last couple of weeks since the new update, and that's been for all the sprint cars, so I can't wait to see what the 360s hold.
Well, I'll tell you what, like you said, looked good tonight. Definitely fast cat out there as always. Got anybody you want to thank for the win?
Yeah, first thing I thank parents, grandparents, everybody who watches and supports. I got to thank my team, Wide Open Motorsports, and all of our sponsors, BB7 Setups, Giddings Mobile Repair, and Stevenson Family Performance. And I got to thank you for putting this on tonight, Joe.
Well, I'll tell you, like I said, that's Blake Chapman, folks, bringing it home in a fast machine here, winning it. Well, don't go anywhere. We got 360 wing sprints coming up next. We'll be right back here in just a few.
Coolray has always been a leader in our industry.
The lifetime parts and labor warranty is pretty awesome. Basically, all the parts are covered, the labor and everything.
When we say lifetime, we mean lifetime, and it's supported with money-back guarantees. And with that, you're getting all qualified technicians that are going to ensure that this job is done perfectly and operates perfectly throughout the life of the unit.
Learn more about our Coolray lifetime parts and labor warranty at Coolray.com. Coolray and Carrier. Turn to the experts.
All right, folks, here we go. We're back here with the Pit Stop Podcast qualifying session. These are the 360 wing sprints, and made a little. Usually they say driver change. We made a broadcast change. You know, John wasn't feeling well. Throughout the night, and basically said, "Hey, man, go get some rest. He needs it." Now we got Terry Landis up here. Terry, how you doing, man?
Good, Joe. How you been?
Man, doing pretty good. I tell you. Well, we got this Pit Stop Podcast qualifying session, folks. If you checked out the Pit Stop Podcast, check them out on the Coast to Coast Racing Network, YouTube. They'll get you some good insights of what's going on in the league and have some awesome guests. But Terry, man, I tell you what, that last race we had, these guys actually exciting because they had some multi-grooves going on.
Yeah, I was ghost racing with them, and the track got really racy. It looked like it started taking rubber down, to tell you the truth.
In the last couple of weeks, and even Chapman brought this up, the horsepower improvement on the 305s. Now, they've mentioned that. What exactly, does anybody know maybe what the major change of that horsepower was? Is it like a realistic style, or is it just something that iRacing felt like, hey, look, we need to add to the 305s, make it a little better?
I think it was the latter. I'm not sure. That's what I would go with, just to make it a little bit more competitive. I mean, it was by far competitive enough, but now you have that little oomph, in the engine to give you that little bit extra, to like take it harder into the turns. You can use the car up a little bit easier.
And we've seen it. I mean, with the side-by-side, the multi-groove style racing, as opposed to before, it's kind of single file. The guys couldn't pass really hard. But these 360s, they got the power to get around the track now.
Oh, yeah, and they got the power to make some really hairy moves and some really clean and great moves, because you can cut the car halfway through the turn and get underneath some guy coming out. You can really do some good things with these cars.
What do you prefer dirt-wise, car-wise?
For me, it would have to be the midgets.
Oh, you like those midgets? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
The midgets last week a little bit.
Yeah, the midgets and the wingless 360s.
Okay. And now, see, going from the midget to 360, obviously one's winged and one's not. I mean, how big of a night and day is that?
Oh, exactly. It's like night and day because you have that big crutch on top of your head with the 360 sprint car, and then with the midget, all you have is the suspension to rely on to get you around the turns.
All right, well, I'll tell you what, we got the 360 wing sprints about to kick it off here. Qualifying's coming to a close. Man puts it out front, Randy Shreves, and a good quick time of a 1381. That brings us to heat race number 1. Lucas Oil Empire Super Sprints. 37 years of 360 wing sprint action. Check them out on Facebook and Twitter and on Lucas Oil Empire Super Sprints, as they've got a lot of great drivers from the Northeast U.S. to Canada. So we got Donovan Ross out front, GJ Boy there in second, Brandon Templeton in third, Randy Shreves starting fourth, Andy Patton in fifth, Bob Curtis in sixth, David Amashi in seventh, and Nicholas Shell in eighth. And remember, the top 4 automatically go to the feature.
I think this will be a pretty good heat.
Going to be a fast one here.
That's for sure. I mean, you got Donovan Ross starting, in the front row, so it'll be exciting.
It's like Shell didn't grid up. Not sure what happened to him. No, that one.
No. Oh, looks like he got disconnected.
We're in a virtual world, folks, so it happens.
Yeah, it does.
Ross Boydell? What's that?
Yeah. Sometimes it does it like him, right when you're ready to start racing, and all of a sudden it cuts out, and you start throwing the steering wheel.
Yeah, and there's where you're getting really upset and mad. I've been in that situation before. Not a good feeling.
No.
We're going to put 7 laps on the board here for you folks. Pace truck's pulling them around. Getting set to go green flag. Ross, Boydell, 2x2. Pace truck's in. Green. And green flag, we're racing.
I'll tell you what, my heart's just pounding sitting here riding along behind them.
Yeah, it's a good jump, good start for everybody. They're side by side. And even for that 4th place spot, you got Boydell, Shreves, but it's Templeton. Look at this 3 wide contact.
There you go.
Oh, just like that, man. It was
Yep.
Shrees and Templeton, and they were upside down. Now Tamashi's the man in 4th place.
Yeah, and Andy got caught up in that too. That's a shame.
Wow, yeah, and Andy had a good finish his pass in the 305s. Just unfortunate on his part there, as we're here tonight with the A&J Custom Creations Hometown Heroes. That's Andy Patton himself. Boydell right now trying to run in the tire tracks of Ross up front.
Yeah, Boydell's trying to get a little put a diamond in the turn a little bit. See what I mean? Where you can cut it down low like that, and it gains you a little bit of speed.
It does. You're right. I always allude to the slider line kind of dominant like that a little bit. We saw some guys do that in the 305 feature, and it was working out pretty good.
Yeah, so you gotta try everything. If you're behind somebody and you notice you're not gaining on them, you gotta start moving around the track to try and find the fast line.
Yeah, a good word on that, though. Don't be complacent on the track. Right now, you got Tomasi sitting in the 4th place spot. Shreves is trying to close in, but I think he might run out of time trying to get there.
Yeah, up front we got a pretty good battle going on. Boydell's not giving up.
He is not. He is right there on the back tail tank. Shreves is trying to close in. He's got one more lap. He's going to be able to get that 4th spot. I don't know. He's just probably just going to run out of time.
Man, Boydell's making a run for it. There's what I'm talking about. He tried to cut him. I just didn't have enough.
Yep. That's going to put us with Ross, Boydell, Curtis, and Tamashi. All your top 4 going to the feature. It'll bring us over here to heat race number 2 here tonight. Super Dirt Car Series Premier Big Block Modified Series. If you like that ground pounding, earth shattering sound, check them out from the Northeast U.S. to Canada. The Super Dirt Car Series. We got Jack Clevenger out front, Joe Canellis there in 2nd, Lane Snook starting 3rd, Trent Verstraeten in 4th, Nicholas Victory 5th, Nathan Aldridge 6th, Ryan Galicia there in 7th, and Roger Craig rounds out the 8th. Remember, top 4 go to the feature on this one.
Yeah, it should be another great heat. We got Clevenger on the front right. Canaris, he's really getting good. And of course, Lane and Trent back there too. This is a good heat.
Got a lot of strong drivers in this one.
Yeah. I mean, that just shows the growth of this league and the strength of it too, you know. I mean, every heat, if you don't start in the top 4, I mean, you're struggling, you know.
Oh, absolutely. Let's see what Victory can do, because he's outside looking in, and I know he wants to punch his ticket straight into that feature and doesn't have to work his way through the consolation.
Yeah, and he's sitting 5th, so he might, and he runs the bottom pretty good, so he might make a move.
You love that bottom lane a lot there, Terry.
Oh my gosh, yeah, it's my bread and butter.
I kind of reference with you and Ryan Beagle are the two that love the bottom lane and love being down there. If it's working, y'all going to make it work. Great. As we go green, here we go. Canellis out front, and he's got Clevenger on his outside. Battles on for roundabout Snook, for Straighten, and well, you got Aldrin and Victory. So well, you got a who's who of names right there.
Heck yeah, and look, they're 3 abreast for the 2nd spot, man.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, and the track's getting really racy.
You got Lane down low. You have a Straighten up there on the side of him. Looks like Canellis is able to get away from him. Meanwhile, outside looking in, Aldridge got Victory right here with him. So one thing we saw with the 305s, it is tough to pass, even though you do have this extra horsepower here. Still seems a little bit tough to pass.
These are just, 305s on steroids. That's how good and close we got these guys run, you know.
Absolutely. See Snook hanging on to 4th place. Everybody's single file. Clevenger out front. Canellis there in 2nd. Verstraeten hanging on the 3rd. But Canellis is peeking on the inside. He's going to see if he's going to keep him honest there on the out. Keep Clevenger honest on the front side.
Yeah, you see what Lane did. He was running down low, and then he saw the top was a little quicker, so that's where he went.
I've talked about it. Lane likes the low line if it's working. If it's not, he'll go up high and definitely run the high side, but he's one to always say it's risk versus reward up there on that top side.
Yeah, I think Lane would rather be top. I mean, he's really smooth up there. Any chance he gets, he's running the top.
Well, he made a good slide job move right
Yeah.
there on Verstraeten, but then Verstraeten's going to crisscross him back.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
This is all
And
momentum. Then he's going to come back on him again.
He's going to try and cut him short. Lane didn't give him enough room, but Verstraeten's going to make it work.
Oh, that was a good run. Snook was able to hang on. That was mere inches at the line. Verstraeten hangs on the fourth. Canellis there in second. That'll bring us over into heat race number 3, World of Sports. Folks, I'm going to tell you what. Come out, relax, sit back, have some good time with Mike and Rod. They dive into a crazy, exciting, wonderful world of sports. Check them out, the World of Sports podcast. As out front, Jeffrey Barker, Joe Halter, that's the icon man himself, there in second. Jamie McCarron in third, Blake Chapman fourth, Barry Goldner in fifth, John Rayner sixth, Gary Taylor in seventh, and Terry Landis rounds out the 8th place spot. Remember, top 4 go to the feature.
Oh, I'm not going to race. I'll just stay up here in the booth.
Okay, yeah, Terry's not racing. Terry's just hanging out.
It sure would be fun though. This track's gonna be a pretty good track at the end.
Get set here. Race number 3. Been some solid, good racing so far, though.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Excuse me. Yeah, these first 2 heats, they were like you could throw a blanket over the guys.
Here we go. Oh yeah, I've loved it so far. Pace trucks pulling them out. Anything out here on the track that you would see that you would do a little bit different?
You could probably dive into 3 and let it slide out to where the truck is about now and get a good jump off the cushion with your right rear. Because if you don't catch coming out of turn 4 down low right, you're just going to wash out into the slick stuff.
Okay.
You know. But down low in 1 and 2 looks really, really racy yet.
And some multi-groove so far.
Oh yeah, the track's really nice tonight.
Here we go, pace trucks pulling them around. Hit set. Pace trucks in. Green flag's about to fly. We're going racing. Heat race 3.
All right, see if it's as good as the last 2.
Start looks good so far.
Heck yeah.
Got McCarron right here. Blake Chapman, who is definitely, boy, he's been hitting on all cylinders. Bad, fast, blazing Blake out here. And right now, he's coming to the front.
Yeah, he is. You got to put that right rear on the cushion. That's what Jeff's doing, too.
It is, you see. And then Alter hanging on that final transfer spot there in 4th, looking strong.
Oh!
And as I say that, I went in broadcaster jinx. Sitting around talking about it, got excited, and boom. Barry Goldner now holding on to it.
Yep. And there goes that. He cut the corner coming down the turn. And he got a good run. I'll see if Jeff
Who's taking the top side, though?
Yep.
Chapman.
See if Jeff slides him back.
It looks like we're going to have a crisscross affair up here. Oh, he got ahead of it. He got far ahead of him that time, so he might be able to hold on to it.
That's what I would do if I was Jeff. Just run your line.
Well, yeah, it's like John always talks about, don't get greedy in the heat races if you're in the show.
Yep. And don't go for the block. A lot of guys go for the block, and it messes their driving up, you know. They look in their mirror, and you see who's coming behind them. These guys going to go down there, so I'm going to go down there. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Concentrate on looking in front.
Right now, single file, you got Chapman, Barker, Karen, and Goldner, all the top 4. White flag. It's going to be all Chapman in this one. Out of 4, Barker, McCarron, and Goldner holding on to it.
See, that's what I mean. He didn't get McCarron didn't get low enough coming out of turn 4, and he just lost too much momentum on the slick part.
That brings us up to heat race number 4, Gambler Motorsports and the eSport Racing Team. dedicated to racing on the iRacing platform. They do asphalt, dirt, road, and all kinds of great stuff. Check them out on Facebook at Gambler Motorsports. We're looking for a good esports team. And they also have a great book club. Always like mentioning that, too. Got Kyle Moonen out front in this one. Bob DeGood starting the second. Ross Carrenta there in third. Brian Moore Sr. fourth. Jeffrey Kemper fifth. Austin Marlette there in sixth. And Steven Bixler rounds out the seventh place spot. Top four go to that feature.
Yeah, this should be an exciting heat, too.
Yeah, Kyle is fast.
Yeah. I'm sure he'd like to start on the top, though, but we'll see. Same with Ross. He likes to run the top, too, pretty much.
All right, getting set to go double it up. Heat race number 4 here tonight.
That's a pretty snazzy car Austin Marlette has, isn't it?
Let's see this if we get a close up of it right away. Yeah, bright yellow.
Yeah,
I do like that. Yeah, that's actually kind of a yellow oranges, but it's more
like
yellow. But I like it's like a dark style yellow, close to an orange, but really it is nice. I like it. Brian Moore Sr. already contact. Who was that? Carrenta around. Wow.
Yeah, it was right with Moore Sr. You just missed him.
Marlette right there hanging on to the 5th place spot. Bixler is in the final transfer as Moore Sr. hanging on to 3rd. The good there in 2nd. Kyle Moonen out front.
Uh-oh.
And the good tearing that wall down.
He's trying. Woo. That's the problem with that top side. Everybody knows it. You take the chance, right?
Yeah, you do, and if you get into that wall, it slows you up. I mean, there's so much. The closing rate here is so fast. You'll be on top of that guy in front of you before you know it.
Right. And you'll be in the wall before you know it.
Yeah. Well, Marlette right now still outside looking in, trying to do everything he can to get up here with Bixler. Moore Sr. hanging on that 3rd place spot.
Man, Marlette should pull his wing back 2 times maybe on the button there. That'll time him up and he'd be driving a lot easier.
Oh, okay. Something interesting also, Moore Sr., even though he's going to make that feature, I know he wants to make the feature straight up, but he does have a feature EOL though.
Oh.
Yeah.
He's just getting some laps in then.
That's right. He did a good slide job move right there on the good.
Yeah.
White flag one more time, and that puts Marlette up there into the 4th place spot.
Yeah, Bixler, the ball came out and bit Bixler.
Out of 4, going to be Moonen, Moore Sr., the good, and Marlette. All bringing it home in the top 4. Good heat race this year. Should bring us over B-Main?
Yeah, B-Main, yep.
Right. Chip Banger Racing. That's right. Bang the chip, rip the lip. Chip Banger Racing, B-Main. We got Randy Shreves out front. Nathan Aldridge there in 2nd. Gary Taylor in 3rd. Stephen Bixler 4th. Brandon Templeton 5th. Nicholas Vicker in 6th. Rayner there in 7th. Kemper in 8th. Patton in 9th. Carlissi there in 10th. Halter up in 11th. Carrenta 12th. Shell in 13th. Craig in 14th. Landis not racing. And say if my math is right, should only be 12 going, right?
Oh, I don't know.
I think it's 12 that's going. You know, I've always said with John up here, Terry, the math in dirt is like Common Core.
Oh, yeah.
I can't ever figure it out.
Right. Yep. Yeah. There you go, 8.
Yeah. They're going to go 8? Yeah.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, right.
We're going to have at least
6 guys going home.
6, 7 guys go, home. Wow.
I think the show right here is going to be Joe Halter and Ross Carrenta. Them guys got to go. And they only got 10 laps to do it.
Yes, they do. Yep. Surprisingly, Victory's sitting in the spot here too.
Right. That's what happens in the heats, and I mean that's what I was saying. You know, the heats are so you can't say one heat's loaded and the other one's not. They're all really hard. And if you
And
don't stop,
Patton, who just finished second in the 305's outside looking in right now.
right?
Got that nice looking new paint job out there. It's a little
Yeah,
fighter
Air
jet.
Force. Right. It's pretty cool.
I like the eagle on the wing. On the inside of the wing.
Oh, from the
Yeah, there's an eagle on the inside of the wing. It goes around, you can see it on the inside.
Oh, okay, right.
And set,
All right,
pace
here we
trucks
go.
in. B Main here, Chip Banger Racing. Green flag, we're racing.
You're already at 3 wide for the front spot.
Yeah, looking back here at that 8th place, that's the hot seat. Patton's got it right now. Ulysses outside looking in. Talk about Corinthian in 11.
Uh-oh.
Contact.
Oh, yeah. They tried to go 3 wide. And these open wheel cars, he got caught in the middle.
And you know what? You make a little contact with these tires, they just don't help the matter any.
Nope. There's action everywhere.
There is. I mean, you got it out front, up, middle pack. It's like top 3 kind of single file right now. You go back to about the 6th, 7th place spot. That's where they're trading positions at.
Uh-huh.
Oh, who was that? It just got? That's Brandon Templeton. Oh, and now he's outside looking in. Wow.
Roger. Oh, Roger in the wall.
Yep. Ow. So, in 8th place spot, John Rayner is the man who's got it. And you've got Carlissi outside of him trying to get it.
Yeah, and Ross just passed him. I told you Ross would be the show.
Woo. Templeton, though, heavy hitter outside looking in. Could miss the show tonight.
Yep, he's got 2 spots.
He does. He's up to 9th,
There's
but
a
he's still got to get one more.
Yep.
Oh, Halter crashing in the back along with Greg. Unfortunate for them.
Oh.
Battle for the lead, though. Aldridge and Shreves.
Oh, Shreves put it in the wall. 3
And
abreast.
here comes Victory. Vic says, I'll take that. Oh, Patton in the wall in the back. Oh, no. Gary Taylor. So that puts Shell in that 8th place spot right now. It seems like that wall is just not being friendly so far.
Right, he was stuck in it. He had the whole front end in the wall.
White flag one more time. Shell going to be able to hang on to that 8th place spot. Kemper's trying.
Yeah, he is. They're driving hard. Their elbows are up.
Here we go. Out of 4. It's all Shell for that 8th place. Victory's going to bring it home here in our B main. Folks, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Get a word from some of our sponsors here tonight.
People want to have a one-stop shop. They need us for now all these different services, not just the heating and air side.
When things are going wrong, you want the company that's going to be able to get things done as fast as possible for you.
Today, we're going to be in over 600 homes. What the customers can count on is we're going to send a competent person to your home with a vehicle that's stocked and prepared. We're going to do what's right.
Right now, we're waiving our $79 service fee with any Cool-Ray, Brightbox, or Mr. Plumber service.
All right, folks. Getting set here to grid these guys up here. Feature time here tonight. Let's grid them up. There's a man outside. Going to be Donovan Ross on the front side here, along with Jack Clevenger. Blake Chapman in third. Kyle Mooner starting fourth. G.J. Boydell in the fifth. Joe Canellis in sixth. Jeffrey Barker seventh. Brian Moore Sr. in eighth. Bob Curtis ninth. Lane Snook at 10th. Look through this field. Well, folks, let's listen to these guys as they are getting sound here. We're about to crank this place up. All right, folks. Here we go. Like you're saying, there is low line. I think is going to come into play, but I think we might have some multi groups here in this one. So we'll have to see who is able to fan this thing out.
Yeah, there looks like a patchy strip going through the middle. So if you can hit the right rear with that, it looks like the patches are stretched out far enough, so you might get some half decent grip anyway.
Well, let's see what we got. Feature here tonight. Cool Rays, Coach Racing League, and gonna crank this thing up here with Dylan Westbrook Racing. Pace cars, bring them around. The Icon Sim Sports restart.
Green flag, green flag.
Pace trucks in. Let's bring these motors to life. Dylan Westbrook Racing.
Yeah, there you go. Look at that. He's getting the ball to work pretty good.
3 wide already.
Yep, turn 2.
Wow. That's Clevenger, Chapman. Oh, and Chapman around. Uh-oh. Wow. Let's go back on the Malcolm Mills replay. See what happened to him right here. Chapman up high. You can see him. He's out there by himself. Walls just, well, I don't know who that was. He came up there, did a slide job on him.
Looked like he took it a little too hard, turned down low, and it just slid out on him.
Yeah, hit him.
Yep.
Awesome. Ouch. What's up, BS?
Yeah, Blake's gonna have to bring it in because his front end's all bent the wrong way.
Alright, looks like we might go single file.
I'm not sure.
I don't think we completed a lap, did we?
Yeah, I think we got one in.
Oh, okay. But sometimes if you don't complete one, it goes to single file.
Mm-hmm.
Again, it's one of those dirt racing style things, and yeah.
I think it's set up by the person that sets it up. You know, the league or the director or whoever. Yeah.
And everybody's different on it.
Yeah.
There you go. Keeps us on our toes up here.
Oh heck yeah! Gives us more to watch.
Well, Chapman's going to be way back in the back of the pack, and it looks like we are going single files. That pace truck's going to duck off. Ross up front. Here we go. It looks like these guys, you know, they're getting up there on that top side here, Terry, and they're getting up there, and that car's just kind of, the rear end looks like it's kicking out from under them a little bit.
Yeah, it is a little bit. That's because of the banking of the cushion up there. It upsets the car a little bit and gets the right rear to break.
And when it's happening, they're so close to that wall, when it kicks out, it bangs that wall a little bit, and when they do, it sometimes it sends them around or ricochets off.
Yeah, I tell you the truth, I'd like to have seen it more where.
Caution, Steven Bixler. Back on the Malcolm Mills replay, so we have Bixler here. These three wide back here in the back, and just came up a little bit, him and another machine, and then into the wall. Boom.
Yep.
Yeah, just and like what you were saying right there, it just looks like you see it kind of like the rear end kind of all of a sudden like it's got gripped, and all of a sudden, boom, it slides out, and that wall's there, and sometimes you can control it, and sometimes these guys, it's throwing them for a loop.
Yeah, exactly. And also, if that little corner of that wing wasn't there, he would be able to see the guy was out there, and he would have been able to hold it down lower on the straight.
I hear you beating it top side or die. Well, some guys are dying definitely on the top side, so.
Yeah. Yep, it's pretty racy up front, gotta tell you.
Absolutely. Instead, here to go back to our Icon restart here tonight with A&J Custom Creations, Heat Race, our hometown heroes, and for our Cool Rays Coast to Coast Racing League feature here tonight.
Yeah, this is pretty cool. I'm down here in spectator mode, hanging with all the crowd.
Yeah, see, you go. Hanging out with all the crowd.
Green flag, green flag.
Green flag.
Got McCarron up in the wall.
Yeah, you see Clevenger there. Moonan's going to try to take it 3 wide, and he's going to make it work. Wow.
Oh. He's
Well, that was a close slide job.
Yeah, Donovan lifted a little bit.
Helped him out on that.
For sure. See,
The yellow flag is out.
Yellow out.
oh, someone's taking a wild flip.
It's like Verstraeten and Tamashi. Let's go back on the Malcolm Mills replay and see. And Tamashi trying to hang on to that thing a little bit. Oh, he tried to go into the pits and it missed the pit. Wow. Then Verstraeten is the one that went upside down. Wow. Kind of 2 incidents there.
Oh, right, yeah. Oh, it looked like Verstraeten just caught the wall.
We've seen that all night long.
Yeah, that wall's been really hungry. Getting fed well.
Brutal tonight. If we go back single file.
We might. We only got 6 laps in. These boys better settle down a little bit.
See what we got. Been a good one so far tonight.
Yeah, they all want to get to the front.
Yeah,
they're all fighting hard too.
If you're in the mid pack, what do you got to do to get to that front?
Green flag, green flag.
Watch the guy in front of him, and if you're gaining on him, then his line.
Green flag's back out. See some multi lines right now. Clevenger still holding on the top side. Here comes Lane Snook down low though.
Yep. He got
Snook out of nowhere. Where'd he come from?
He's lifting early. He's running that down there in that cushion. You got to keep at least one of the tires on it down there in that wet stuff. So he's slowing the car way down just to keep that left rear on there. And he's got a heck of a bike coming out.
There's a strong down low. You see Moonin right behind them. Trying that high side, top side for the moment. Boydell Got a good battle with Donovan Ross. That's for the 4th and 5th place spots. You got battles all over the place.
Yeah,
all the way
Lane
through the
went to
field.
top. Yeah, Lane just went to the top out of 3 and 4. But Jack was able to slide under, and here we go again.
Oh, yeah, right there. He went on the inside. Good move.
Well, Lane set him up. See how he crossed the car like that to get that good run, hitting that wet stuff down low.
Yeah, it looks strong so far.
Mm-hmm. He just stayed on there. It'll get quicker.
He's trying it. He's hanging.
He's going to slide him.
Every time. That time, looked like Clevenger didn't get back up underneath him. Yellow flag out. Oh, Bob DeGood around. Let's go back on the Malcolm Mills replay, see what happens. And that white machine, and just wrong place, wrong time, and then just got destroyed. It was a good race up front, though.
Oh, heck yeah. And Kyle Moonan's back there just waiting, licking his chops.
Yeah. Yo, one of y'all guys wreck up here so I can get up front.
Yeah.
And a good one so far with the A&J Custom Christians hometown heroes here tonight, Eldora.
Yeah, there's racing all over this track, Joe. It's hard to keep up with it all.
It is. There's a lot of action going on. Like I say, front, middle, back.
Yeah, I like watching it with VR though, because I can, it's just like being there. I don't have to, bend my head or whatever, or hit a button to make me turn right. I can just watch it like I'm sitting here.
Let's see, Clevenger get back around Snook here.
Yeah, I think Snook he'll probably stay up there for the rest of the race. Moonan could snooker him though if he does what Lane did, coming out turn the middle of turns 1 and 2. Kyle could get a good run.
Maybe Clevenger learned something there from what Snook was doing.
Yep.
Here we go. Lights off on pace truck. There for an Icon restart here. Looking for a good rig, check out Icon Sim Sport. Pace truck's in. Lane gets a good jump on him. Clevenger's back there. Here comes Moonan though. Big battles what's going on back here around 5th place spot.
Yeah, they ran 3 abreast over there, coming out of turn 4 for that spot.
Yeah, back here around 10th. I see also they got Chapman. Chapman's been able to fire back, get a little bit in victories there in 9th.
Yeah, he's trying to make some moves. Man, he had it in that turn.
No, he didn't. You see Canellas, Parente, Victory, Chapman. So you got a lot of heavy hitter names there. And meanwhile, Moonan's working over Clevenger up front. He put a slide job and then tore the wall down.
He did. Tried to knock it down.
Man. Meanwhile, Snook's just checking out.
Yeah, that's what I said. He's just going to put it on the top and go. He loves that top.
He does. He understands it's risk versus reward. And look at that slide job move that Clevenger did. And here comes back on the inside, Moonan again.
Right.
This is what the sprint cars are made of. What you get to see it. Oh, the lap car got right there in the way of that slider.
Yeah, it did.
Shreves get up there too.
See if Jack can get his momentum up again.
Yeah, that killed it all right there. It gave a little breathing room to Moonan. Now put Shreves on his back door. Like Blake Chapman is around. G.J. Boydell. Go back on the Malcolm Mills replay, see what happened to Chapman. He was coming through the field. Oh, he just clips the wall, and then from there, the guy behind him just couldn't get woed up. Boom.
Yep. He tried to, but then
it's just 40 effect is what I call it.
Right. Yep. Yep.
Nothing
And
you can do.
No, sometimes that wall will bite like that. It'll bite like 2 or 3 guys. And don't get me wrong, that inside wall, that'll bite you too. Trust me. I don't know how many races I lost, or positions I lost, I should say, from just racing myself too hard and trying to get, that 1/10 is going to get you, another spot, and you just go for it too many times and it comes out and bites you.
Absolutely. Getting set to go back here on our Icon Sim Sports. Restart here tonight. A&J Custom Creations, Hometown Heroes.
We'll see if Kyle has anything for Lane.
It's going to be interesting.
Yeah.
Green flag, green flag.
Back green for single file.
I was just going to say that, pretty much single file. And Karen got the bike coming off that turn, tucked in front of Russ right there.
Yeah, top 3 kind of spread out a little bit. You got to go back to around to 8th place spot. You see Canellis, Barker, company, they're all battling.
Yep.
Getting close to this white flag.
And this is how this track is in real life. I mean, if the bottom ain't there, these guys will just rip the lip like this all night long.
White flag one more time. Snook's definitely got a good lead. And Clevenger close in. No, he tears the wall down. Is going to leave it open for Shreves.
I hauled it in there, didn't he?
Yeah, Shreves out of 4. Oh, Clevenger's able to hang on. Motor off of 4. Hang on in that 3rd place. What a finish to this one.
Yeah, it was really good.
All right. Can't get a few of these guys up here and get a word with them. Was able to find the 3rd place man here, Clevenger. Up here, you want to get a word with him, Terry?
Oh, yeah. Hey, Jack,
Right.
this is Terry in the booth. How you doing?
He's up here now.
Hey, Jack, this is Terry up here in the booth. How you doing tonight?
Good yourself, Terry?
Pretty good. You guys put on one heck of a show tonight, I'll tell you what.
Yeah, I owe a huge apology to Blake Chapman there. I pulled a pretty boneheaded move there and crashed him a couple laps in, and I really apologize to him for that. Not how I like to race, so like I said, I can't apologize enough to Blake.
Yeah, it seems like he tried to give it back to Kyle Moon there. I mean, Randy Schreezer when he tried to beat the wall down 1 and 2.
Yeah, I definitely got pretty slick there. I had to slow down a little bit. You get running with those guys and wanting to get up there, and sometimes just got to admit somebody's better than you and run where you're supposed to be.
Yeah, sometimes we all run out of town, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, yeah, definitely, it definitely happens. And like I said, I apologize to Blake, and good racing with Lane and Kyle there, and yeah.
Yeah, you all put on a good show tonight. Who do you want to thank for tonight? Help you out.
Just thank Sim Racing Concepts and Routine Racing and Devo and Keith and all those guys over there. And thanks guys for the broadcast.
Yeah, thanks for coming out every night that you race, Jack.
There you go, 3rd place man Jack Clevenger bringing it home here, and we'll bring up 2nd place man Kyle Moon and let you get a word with him.
Hey Kyle, this is Terry up here in the booth. How you doing tonight?
Good. How are you?
We're doing pretty good. You guys put one heck of a show on, I'll tell you that.
Very good. Thank you. Thank you. It was getting a little rough out there for sure there towards the end.
Yeah, when you were running third, I told Joe, I said, watch, Kyle's when Lane and Jack were beating each other up. I said, Kyle's just back there looking his chops, waiting for these guys to crash each other.
Yeah, I was actually. I was kind of hoping that caution wasn't going to come out because they were racing side by side, and I thought either A, they'd wreck themselves, or I'd try to slip through there and get ahead of both of them.
Yeah, that's what I said to Joe. I said, he's just buying his time back there, watch. And you did pretty good.
Yeah, appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, so who do you want to thank to help you out tonight?
Just all the guys at Bandy Built and Ross Carino with Velocity Race Designs and Alex at ABR Setup Shop.
All right. Yeah, I gotta admit those setups are pretty good.
Yeah, we do pretty well with them. We mix some stuff up some, now and then, but they're definitely good setups. Definitely something, good to start with. It kind of changes, from person to person what you want to drive with and go from there. So.
Yep. All right. We'll talk at you later.
All right. Appreciate it. Thanks.
And second place man, Kyle Moonen, bringing it home here. Well, let's bring this guy up here who got out front. Lane, join the booth. Got a copy? Lane, join the booth. Got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, I tell you what, Lane, man, you was able to get out front. Which did you feel more comfortable, on the bottom or the top side?
Obviously, I was more comfortable on the bottom as normal. But top got faster, so moved up, and took me a couple laps to get used to it. I had to move my wing around, and then once I got my wing in the right spot, it felt pretty good, and started driving away.
Oh, absolutely. He drove away and put it in victory lane and looked strong doing it here tonight at Eldora in these 360s. Got anybody want to thank for an awesome victory?
Yeah, I'd like to thank Velocity Designs, Bandy Built Racing, Jesse, Brandon, Moon, and Goldner, Lacey, Fitzy, JP, Dirt Doctor Trucking, Bible.com, Powerhouse Motorsports, Fighting Brothers, you guys for the broadcast, C2C Racing League, Universal Settlement Service, Jacqueline Hardy Associates, Keystone Alliance, KKP, Keister Karting Products, Fox's Pizza Den, Mexico League Beef Farm, Snowkart Designs, The Old Hatchery, and Fitzy's Perfect Photography, Slack Carts, and Performance Manufacturing.
There you go. That's the winner tonight. Lane Snook putting it in victory lane, looking strong in the 360 wing sprints. Folks, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back here in a few.
Coolray has always been a leader in our industry.
The lifetime parts and labor warranty is pretty awesome. Basically, all the parts are covered, the labor and everything.
When we say lifetime, we mean lifetime, and it's supported with money-back guarantees. And with that, you're getting all qualified technicians that that are going to ensure that this job is done perfectly and operates perfectly throughout the life of the unit.
Learn more about our Coolray lifetime parts and labor warranty at Coolray.com. Coolray and Carrier. Turn to the experts.
right, folks. Now we got something special for you here. Kind of the qualifying race for the Knoxville Nat. So let me give you a little bit of info here as we got our SBGC 3D printing, 3-race show. So, 3-race style series. The top finishers in point that haven't qualified for the Knoxville Nationals will be getting T25 provisional for the final. There you go. And I'm going to take, and these are only veterans, by the way, out here, so that's another thing. I'm going to swing this thing over here out of practice, put it on to our pit stop podcast qualifying session. Alter the man out front. Let's listen to some of these cars make their way around the track here tonight. See who puts it on quick time. Terry had to step away for a while. You can already see some of the great paint jobs these guys got. I'll put it at this angle to show off some of the paint jobs. All the veterans out there appreciate that. Service members. Good group here. It's the Veterans Night here, so like Andy Patton putting down the quick time. Qualifying is going to be winding down. Check out all your stuff over on C2CRL.com. More information about what's going on in the league. Got Andy Patton going to start qualifying. Patrick Spangler there in second. Jeffrey Barker third. Bob DeGood fourth. Joe Halter fifth. Kel Bixler. And he's got a unique flag. I'm not sure where that's from. And Roger Craig. I think Roger's going to admin this one. It was a few minutes, about a minute here. About 20, 30 seconds or so. Flip it on over to Heat Race 1 for you. All right, looks like we got Heat Race 1. Lucas Oil Empire Super Sprints. 37 years of 360 wing sprint action. Check them out at EmpireSuperSprints.com and on Facebook and Twitter. We got Bob DeGood out front. Jeffrey Barker there in second. Patrick Spangler third. Andy Patton fourth. Joe Halter fifth. Kel Bixler sixth. See what these guys can do out here on the track. Been a good one so far tonight. These are actually 360 wing sprints here, folks. 360 wing sprints. We just saw some of those battle it out here. These guys have got their 8 cylinders loaded, getting ready to fire on them. Pace truck about to drop off. Whoa, the good out front. You can keep a hand on this bad fast machine. Pace truck's in.
Green, green, green.
Icon. Restart, here we go. Already 2 and 3 wide, little contact, boom. They're in the back of him. Bixler falls all the way back to 5th. Joe Halter, the Icon man himself, hanging on the 4th. Spangler in 3rd. Andy Patton blazing strong there in 2nd, but here comes, looks like Spangler down on the inside. He is. Spangler's there. Now he swaps it to the outside lane. Oh, excuse me, still down low. He's got Patton out front. Good. Down low. Patton takes the high side. Out of 4. Top 3 guys. All single file right now. Good. Spangler. Alter. Oh, look at Spangler. He is close. Drive on board here with Spangler. That's wrong. How solid paint job he's got too. Oh, a little bit of bumping. Good, holding on to it though. And crisscross him over. White flag. Lucas Oil Empire Super Sprints Heat Race 1. At turn 4, it's all going to be Patton and a drag race to the line. The good hangs on the 2nd. That puts us in a B main. Chip Banger Racing. That's right. Chip Banger Racing B main. Joe Halter out front. Kel Bixler there in 2nd. Jeffrey Barker in 3rd. Gonna be a good little shootout here. And remember, this is a qualifying, but it's also a big deal for our veterans here tonight. Got to give these guys out the respect they need. Head on over there. We've also got the C2C Speed Shop. Check out the C2CRL.com for more information about that. Pace truck's in.
Green flag.
B-Main time. Who can grab this top spot here? Looking strong out front so far. That's Halter. Got Bixler trying to tear up that back tail tank though. Can't get a close-up shot. I was fixing to say, it does look like a John Deere machine out there that Bixler's got. He's got his farm tractor out there, and that's a fast one. He takes the lead. That was a good move on the top side. Halter there on his, drops the 2nd. Icon SimSport.com machine. Barker behind him. See if we can't get a good close-up of his machine. He's got the Marines out there. All right. Everybody single file. On a straight line right now. All Bixler out front, though. What's up, BT? Yeah, Halter's looking strong. Right there in second place spot so far. Good one. Out of the turn, final time. Let's hear these awesome sounds. You're going to have Bixler bringing it home. Wow. Let's get a word from some of our sponsors. That was a good heat race.
People want to have a one-stop shop. They need us for now all these different services, not just the heating and air side.
When things are going wrong, you want the company that's going to be able to get things done as fast as possible for you.
Today, we're going to be in over 600 homes. What the customers can count on is we're going to send a competent person to your home with a vehicle that's stocked and prepared. We're going to do what's right.
Right now, we're waiving our $79 service fee with any Cool-Ray, Brightbox, or Mr. Plumber service.
All right, we're back. Sat here to get our feature time here tonight. Veterans Night here. Let's grid them up. We got Andy Patton going to be outside on the pole. Bob DeGood starting in second. Patrick Spangler there in third. Kel Bixler in fourth. Joe Holter in the fifth place spot. And Jeffrey Barker there in sixth. Remember, these are all the veteran guys here. And kind of qualifying, getting to that Knoxville National. Let's wind them up here, folks. All right, pace truck's pulling them. Here we go, folks. Andy Patton and company up front. Lights off on the pace truck. See what these veterans can do. Fly high here.
Green flag, green flag.
Green flag. Dylan Westbrook, let's bring it up. We had our icon restart there here on the feature. As you'll see right now, Patton out front, leading at Spangler in second, trying to run him down. Bixler holding on the third side up top. Holding good. He's got Halter on his back end with Barker. Those three men are having a good tussle and a battle. Let's go, Halter. Icon Sim Sport man himself, and already a little bump right there. See Barker had to get out of it. That threw his momentum off. Everybody kind of split up right now. Good. Up to fourth. No, Patton out front, leading. Strong. Spangler there in second, trying to run him down so he can hook up on that back roll bar he's got. Reel that guy in. He wants to lead. Bixler's strong in third place. The good still hanging on the fourth, but he's got Halter all over his back tail tank. One's high, one's low. A lot of multi-groove going on here. What you want to see here late. Look at that run. Halter got out of the turn. Right along here with him. Crosses the line. Good shot here to show. Getting a good run out of the turn. Just not getting the run he wants going into the turn, but that middle off. Now he's right there on the inside. He's going to be able to throw the slide job. Yes, he does. Is he going to hold? The good going to come back up underneath him. He's going to try it. He throws his own slider. Here comes Barker in the mix. Good race for fourth and fifth. Halter right now. Gonna fall back in line. Oh no, Andy Patton around. That was our leader. Go ahead on a Malcolm Mills replay, see what happened. Because he got Spangler a little bit. Spangler put a slide job on him. Boom, and then got up into the leader. Oh, wow. That's... not what you want to see. Man. Puts Spangler and Patton. A slide job just kind of going a little sideways. Bixler finds himself out front now with the good in second. Halter in third. Barker there in fourth.
Hang on, we're not going
Lights
not
are
going green.
still on the pace truck. That John Deere tractor out front. They done made a song about John.
on, we're not going green, not going green.
All right, line them back up. Stack them and rack 'em. Page trucks in.
Green flag, green flag.
Green flag. Good jump out front for these guys already. You see Bixler gets it out there in that John Deere machine he's got. Good sitting in second. Here comes Halter up in third. And Patton got him a new machine. Let's see if he can't drive that thing back to the front. Him and Spangler. Meanwhile, Halter trying an inside move on the good. Whoa, Patton had to get out of the throttle there for a minute or he'd have ran all over Halter. Now he's able to make that pass on the underneath. Spangler peeking. Halter's holding strong in the third place. Tough place to pass here so far. So that's an excellent battle. This third place, you got Patton down low. Spangler behind him. Halter holding on the third. Doing all he can. See Spangler trying to high side now. Patton staying down low. Still out front. It's all Bixler walking away from it. The good. See Halter still holding strong in that third place. He's closing in on the good. Looks to the inside. Moves right on around him. Spangler's going to try the same thing. Never mind. Halter in the wall. Wow. Made it past the good. Spangler makes it all the way back up to second. Oof. And then Patton makes a beautiful slider right around Halter. Oh, and the good's in the wall. Saw that one live. Ouch. Caution.
Yellow flag is out.
Wow, some good racing too, and I know Bixler did not want to see that. Now he's got two fast guys going to be on his backside. See what we got. Lights off on those pace cars. Says here back there, Icon Sim Sports restart. Our A&J Custom Creations hometown heroes here tonight. Cool Rays Coast to Coast Racing League. That's a good one.
Hang on, we're not going green, not going green.
Gonna be 10 to go in this one. We go back green.
Hang on, we're not going green. Not going green.
Here we go.
Hang on, we're not going green. Not going green.
Pace trucks bringing us around. We get set to go back. These are the veterans out here, folks, tonight. Let's see what these guys have got for us. Pace trucks in. Icon Sim Sports restart. Bixler out front. Spangler there in second. Patton in third. They see Spangler moving in, but here comes Patton. And what Bixler wants to see is Patton get up there and maybe try to get on the back end of Spangler. But it looks like Spangler's just going to drive around him on the outside. Up top on that cushion. Good move. Just drove right around him, Spangler did. Patton hanging on to third. And he get up here and take that second place spot away. He's down low. Side by side with Bixler. Bixler falls to third. Halter hanging on to the fourth place spot with the good back here in fifth. Parker a lap down right now. Meanwhile, it's all Spangler. So does Patton have anything for Spangler? Gonna try everything he can to close in on him. 4 to go. Time's winding out here. We get to the white flag. One's using a low line, the other one's using a high line. See Patton using more of a slider style line. Kind of diamonds it into the turn. Spangler's keeping to that top side, ripping up that cushion up top. See Patton coming around the turn. Come around this time around, be the white flag. Just don't think Patton's got anything. He can't close in on Spangler. Out of 4. White flag one more time. Spangler still hanging on that top side. Patton down on the bottom. We'll try it one more time. 3 and 4. It's not quite close enough. A good run. Patrick Spangler's going to bring it home here for us. Patton in second. Bixler comes home in the third. Good veterans race for those guys out there. Solid run. Solid run. Get a word with a couple of these gentlemen. I gotta wait for Patrick to jump up here because I can't move him out of that hauler move down there. So, second place man, get a word with him. Andy, join the booth, got a copy?
Yeah, I got you, Joe.
Man, I tell you what, it looked strong out there earlier on. Just a little upset there early in the race, but you was able to fire back and get to the front. A nice looking paint job, by the way.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I mean, I always enjoy these veterans races. You know what I mean? It's all like-minded
absolutely.
people, you know.
Yeah, I mean, and like I say, appreciate all the service that y'all have done, and out here with the veterans like y'all are. But all night long, you've had a pretty good race here tonight. Seems like you're feeling pretty good in these wing sprints here at Eldora.
Well, I'll tell you what, it's the paint job.
It's the paint job, okay.
Yeah. I don't know. I had a good night of racing, that's for sure. The 360s weren't the fixed 360s wasn't too great, but I was fast there. I just didn't have any luck.
Hey, I tell you, either way, you look strong all night long. And like I said, maybe need to pull that fighter jet you got out more often because you look strong all night long. And like I always say, it's the A&J Custom Creations man himself here tonight for the A&J Custom Creations Hometown Heroes. You got anybody you want to thank for a good second place finish?
It's Veterans Day, you know what I mean? And I want to thank all of the veterans that made that sacrifice and are still making that sacrifice, nothing but respect for them.
Absolutely, man. I agree. Couldn't agree more. And like you said, it was good to see y'all guys out here racing, having fun. Again, congratulations on that second place there, Andy.
Thanks, Joe. You take care.
There we go. Andy Pat coming home. Let's bring up old Kyle Bixler up here. Kyle, Joe White in the booth. Got a copy?
Yeah, go ahead.
Man, I tell you what, looks strong out there, and that's a high-powered lawnmower you got.
Oh, yeah. I had messed up pretty bad there. I had adjusted my wing when we were going around, thinking it was a good idea, and clearly that wasn't the way to go.
Well, hey, you mowed through the field, and you look very strong doing it. How was the 360 there earlier for you, though?
It wasn't too bad. I couldn't get it going, but you live and you learn.
Nice machine you got out there, and the veterans here tonight. I tell you what, definitely appreciate the service and all you guys do. But you got anybody you want to thank for an awesome finish here in third tonight?
Just Roger for putting this on. He didn't have to do that, so very, very nice of him to put this on just for us.
There you go. That's old Kel Bixler right there bringing it home in third with this guy, Patrick Spangler. Brought her home here tonight. Patrick, Joe in the booth, got a copy?
I got you.
Well, I'll tell you what, Patrick looked strong. He was able to fire back, get to the front. Little mishap there early on, but able to get back under control and get back to the front of this one.
Yeah, I felt terrible getting Andy there. I didn't think I was going to get that big of a run going low and trying to slide up. Felt super bad. Glad they waited for him to get back out there.
The awesome run, like I say, got these veterans here tonight. Appreciate all you guys on the service that y'all have done in the past or still doing to this day, as always, though. But you pulled it off, brought it home here in victory. How was the car, though, throughout the race?
That was probably the tightest car I've ever raced. I don't think I ever turned left once. It was just turning right the entire time. I'm so used to racing with the wing all the way forward, and with the gas in there, I just kept wanting to rip to the left, so I had to pull the wing back in the feature there, and I finally got it under control.
Hey, like you said, you definitely got it under control, got it to the front with bad fast here tonight. Put it in victory lane for the veterans race. You got anybody you want to thank for it?
Yeah, I'd like to thank Vanderpool Racing and Wrights Photography on sponsor there, Speed Shot 51, and thank you guys for putting it on, you for doing the broadcast, Roger for running the league, and one of the best leagues I'm in here, best run in the league.
There you go, putting it in victory lane for the veterans here tonight. Folks, I hope you enjoyed it because it was an awesome run from all these guys, and for myself and everyone here, the Cool Rays Coast to Coast Racing League with A&J Custom Creations Hometown Heroes. Everyone, have a good night.